What's going on? Welcome to K.A.E Sports Talk. And today I'm going to give you my weekly Korean Basketball League Filipino players report for November 20th, 2022. All right. And before we start, if all of you can give me the HKO special, help the king out, hit that like, subscribe, and comment after you listen to this video. All right, so I'm going to start with the report. So we're going to talk about all the six players this week. So I'm going to start off with the first player. The first player I'm going to start off is with Christian David. So same thing. He has not even suited up for the Seoul Samsung Thunders yet. So, I mean, we have him in uniform, got him on a picture, got a nice picture of him, but we have no idea when he's going to start playing. So, we still going to just have to wait and see. It's just one of those. So, they said in November, but maybe it's going to be December. So, let's just play the waiting game and see what happens. So, for Christian David, don't know. So, didn't suit up yet. So, hopefully, he'll suit up eventually. We'll see. Okay, the next player I want to talk about is, here we go, is S.J. Benegay. So let's see what he did this week. Okay, so SJ on the 17th of November played over 25 minutes, scored a double digit in 10 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, but it was a losing effort to the Goyon Carrot Jumpers. And then a few days later, 2 days later, he played over 25 minutes and scored another double digit of 10 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists and 3 steals. And it was a winning effort over the Seoul SK 81-76. And then today, November 20th, I don't know what the situation is. He barely played 9 minutes today, scored 2 points in a losing effort, 85-72 to actually, who is it, to RJ Abarrientos' team against, the Mobius Phobies from Usan. So I don't know what happened. Hopefully it was load management. Hopefully he's not injured. Hopefully they didn't want to overuse him because I know it was back-to-back days to play basketball. So hopefully it's just load management and hopefully he's not completely hurt. So we'll just keep an eye on that and see what happens with SJ. All right, so let's move it on. And I want to talk about RJ Abarrientos. And yes, and of course, you guys, if you guys been following me, I've mentioned that he had an ankle injury, so he was out for about 4 games. So on the 16th of November, as they're trying to slowly ease him back in, he played close to 14 minutes, scored 3 points, and got himself a rebound and a couple assists. In a winning effort, they beat the first place team, the Anyang KGC. So they're currently, Anyang is now currently 10-3 after today's game. So they've been winning some close one, the Anyang. And so far, the Hyundai Mobis Phoebus with RJ, they've been on a tear lately too. So it's things are looking up for RJ. And then on the 19th of November, RJ played over 23 minutes, scored 7 points, 1 rebound, 7 assists, 2 steals, and they beat the Seoul Samsung Thunders. And today, this past afternoon, because it's nighttime here in South Korea for me, he played over close to 24 minutes, 8 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal, and they beat up on SJ Benegay. Daegu Kogas Pegasus, so 85-72. So they've been on a 3-game win streak. So, and RJ doesn't have to kill himself and, he can slowly get back into the groove. And it's still a long grind. I mean, we're like, barely 12 games into the season. So there's still another, 40 plus games to go all the way till March. All right. So that's does it for RJ. Now, let me see who wants to. The next player we're going to talk about is Ethan Alvano. So I'm going to even discuss the games prior because he, the one that barely played. Let's see. Going back to November 12th, because I didn't do a report because I did another video regarding to their player salaries. You could see that playlist. November 12th, Ethan played 30 minutes, scored 14 points, and did a triple four here: 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals. But losing effort, they lost by 15 to Jeongju KCC Aegis. And then 6 days later, on November the 18th, 31 minutes, he scored 12 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. But that was a close loss to the Anyang KGC on Friday. It was a hell of a game. He shot a couple threes, couldn't connect. That could have maybe turned the game around. So it was a little heartbreak, but it was still a good effort on Ethan Alvano. And then today, he didn't start today's game, but he still managed to come off the bench and play over 22 minutes. Scored 7 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 assist. But they did lose at the end to the Goyoung Carrick Jumpers. Goyoung just went on a tear at the end. So, it happened. So it is what it is. But yeah, tough break. And I think they were trying to maybe load manage Ethan. So that's probably what I think, because he usually starts, but today he didn't. So hopefully, they didn't want to put wear and tear on Ethan this afternoon. So we'll see. Hope everything's okay. All right. So let's tell Ethan's got to go. But today, want to talk about Justin Gutang. So we've been waiting for him to really come and play, but he hasn't suited up till recently. So in the last week, he's been getting the group. But I have to give 2 reports here. So the first report for him is he played the Division 2 team. So, so you kind of get a couple tune-ups in. So, of course, against Division 2, I think he's going to dominate, and he pretty much did. So on the 8th of November, he played 32 minutes, scored 21 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks, in a win over the Daegu Kogas Pegasus, 91-81. And then on the 14th, 6 days later, another tune-up, but he did play 1 regular season game in between. He went almost 26 minutes, and guess what? Even if it's a D2, triple-double, 12 points, 11 rebounds, 11 assists, 2 steals, and a 20-point victory over the Ulsan Hyundai Mobis Vivas. So those are his little tune-up games. But here's what he's been doing since he suited up. So on the 13th was his debut, and he only barely played 5 minutes, scored a basket, got a 1-1-1 deal with 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal. Of course, they got their butts kicked 90-65 against Seoul SK. And then 5 days later, he suited up again, barely played 4 minutes, scored 3 points, but it was a winning effort over the Jeongju KCC Aegis, just barely edged them out. And then today actually was the first day, the stream that I did. As you can see, he's in the background. This is the background I used, the green screen. He actually played over 21 minutes. Only thing is he just couldn't put the ball in the basket. I was getting a little frustrated. Come on, Justin, put one in the basket. But overall, he, it's good conditioning for him to get out and get minutes. And he did get 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals. It was a losing effort to, of course, the Anyang KGC, Rez's abando team, 84-67. So that does now lead me into the last player. We're going to talk about Rez Abando. What has he been doing lately? So let's talk about Rez Abando, guy over my left shoulder. And here we go. Let me talk about Rez Abando. Yes, so he did make a couple debuts the week before, as I did in my prior videos. But on the 16th, he did not play, but he was suited up. So he never got into the game. But this past Friday, wow, against, the DB Promy against Ethan Avano's team, played 30 minutes, 20 points, 3 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block. They edged out the Wonju DB Promy, and he was the player of the game. And then today, and then of course I did the stream with him and Justin Gutang. Rez played over 28 minutes, scored 17 points. Of course, 15 of them came in the first half. He pretty much cruised, but he did get 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and a couple blocks. So they edged out the Changwon LG Sakers today, 84-78. So Rez, man, just went on a tear the last couple games. So that brings me to this. Who is the player of the week? I'm going to give it to Rez Abando. So he is my player of the week for the Filipino Asian import in the KBL. So that's who I picked, and I think he deserves it for this week. And I'm glad to see him out there. And this kid has unbelievable talent, and I see why he is the highest paid player. Of just what I saw today, I was kind of amazed at his talent. So that's what we're gonna go with, Rez Abando. All right, and then one last thing, just a reminder again, as I said in the beginning of the video, if you guys can give me the HKO special, help the king out. If you can hit that like, subscribe, and comment. What do you think? Do you agree with me about the player of the week with Rez Abando? Do you disagree? If you guys want to comment on, do you think these guys are on the right track here in the KBL? Do you think they'll make it through? Because we're like 12 games into the season. So do you even, I'll ask this, do you think they'll hit the wall, or are they going to last? Because it is going to be a 54 game season. So we got over 40 games to go. So we'll just have to wait and see what these guys keep doing and the consistency. You know, it's going to be a long haul. So it is a long season. So we'll see what happens. All right. Then other than that, everyone, stay safe, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.